Meet Annie. She wasn't an athlete or a scholar, she was a star. Her secret? She looked the part. Every day was a performance. She'd spend hours on the perfect selfie, finding the exact lighting, the best angle, and the filter that erased every single flaw. Every picture was a masterpiece, and every time she posted, the likes, comments, and new followers poured in. To everyone else, Annie had found the shortcut to success. She was a beauty influencer, a style guru, and she seemed to be living the dream without any of the visible effort that others put in. She was turning heads and seemed to have the world at her fingertips. People would ask her for her secrets, and she'd smile, say a few simple things, and go back to scrolling her comments. She had found a way to use her appearance as a currency, and it seemed to be a currency that was paying off better than any other. Now everyone saw Annie as a superstar, but what no one saw was the anxiety, the constant worry about not being good enough, the fear of being seen in real life. Behind the scenes, the perfect photos were a different story. Annie would delete dozens of selfies before finding one she could edit. She would skip meals and count every single calorie, not for health, but out of fear of not fitting in with her online persona. Comments that seemed so sweet would sometimes turn on her, and she would spiral into self-doubt. This wasn't a choice. It was a prison. This constant pressure to keep up with impossible beauty standards was draining her emotionally and mentally. She was losing her real self just to keep a fake one online, one that required her to be a perfect robot, incapable of showing weakness or emotion. She was successful online, but lonely offline. Then came the turning point. Annie had a moment of clarity. She realized that her love for beauty wasn't the problem. It was the way she was using it. She could use her passion for good without the self-harm. She could choose to be a human, not a perfectly edited picture. Just like that, Annie had an idea. She decided to use her love for beauty to help other people, not just for likes. She started a small business as a personal shopper, helping other women feel confident in what they wore. No filters or edits required. She used her eye for style and her passion for looking good to create a life for herself, one that was fulfilling and meaningful. Life gave her lemons, but she chose to use her lemons to make a business, not just a perfect selfie. The lesson here isn't to stop looking good, it's to stop hurting yourself in the process. True freedom comes from the love for yourself, not from the likes on a post. You can use your passion to build a life, not just an image.